You're watching WYLN TV 35. Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Julia Wiegand. 3 people were displaced following a Wednesday night house fire in Wilkes-Barre. Firefighters were called to 111 Park Avenue just after 5 p.m. for a report of a structure fire. Crews arrived to find heavy smoke and flames coming from the residence, but had the fire contained within half an hour. The home sustained smoke and water damage to both the first and second floors. 2 residents were home at the time of the fire, but were able to escape. No injuries were reported, and the Red Cross was called in to assist the victims. The cause of that Wednesday night fire is under investigation. 7 pets perished in an early morning fire in Columbia County. Flames broke out at a home on Valley Road in Briar Creek Township near Berwick shortly before 8 a.m. No people were home at the time of the fire, but sadly 4 dogs and 3 cats died during the incident. Authorities believe that the fire may have started in the kitchen. A state police fire marshal was called to the scene to investigate the cause of that Columbia County fire. A Wilkes-Barre man was literally caught with his pants down. Police were called to the area of Wilkes-Barre Boulevard and Northampton Street for a report of a man wandering around with his pants pushed down. They encountered 31-year-old Dale Sheldon Gary, who was staggering on the sidewalk covered with sweat. Police believed he was under the influence and found a bag of meth hidden in a fast food soft drink container. Officers found that Gary was also wanted by the Luzerne County Sheriff's Department for failure to appear in court. He was charged with possession of drug paraphernalia, possession of a controlled substance, and public drunkenness. He was taken to Luzerne County Prison for lack of $2,000 bail. PennDOT announced that the Nanticoke exit along Interstate 81 northbound will be closed today through May 22nd for bridge repairs. Motorists who use exit 164 will be detoured to the 165B Wilkes-Barre exit and follow Route 309 north to the I-81 southbound ramp, where they can then take exit 164 to State Route 29 northbound. Drivers can check conditions on major roadways for free 24/7 by visiting 511pa.com, which provides traffic delay warnings and access to over 1,000 traffic cameras. A Wilkes-Barre man was sentenced 15 to 30 years in state prison after pleading guilty to third-degree murder for the death of his biological son. Sincere Butler died in 2019 from injuries caused by being violently shaken by his biological father, Kayshawn Butler, 8 years prior. Butler was 18 when he shook his 3-month-old so hard that the baby suffered massive head injuries. At that time, Butler served nearly 6 of a 5 to 10 year sentence after pleading no contest to aggravated assault and child endangerment charges. Sincere was adopted and remained in around-the-clock medical care in a vegetative state until passing away from pneumonia and a seizure disorder caused by brain injury. A federal lawsuit was settled with the Pennsylvania State Police and the American Civil Liberties Union. 10 plaintiffs claimed that 6 troopers from around the state engaged in a pattern and practice of unlawful civil immigration enforcement. The lawsuit was filed by the ACLU back in 2019 and claimed that police questioned motorists and their passengers about their immigration statuses without cause or justification. PSP changed its policy language, stating that, quote, troopers may not make a traffic stop based on a motorist's suspected nationality or immigration status, and may not ask questions about a person's immigration status unless it's necessary as part of a criminal investigation. The plaintiffs were paid a total of $865,000, with a portion going to the ACLU. A Philadelphia man's accused of assaulting a police officer in Schuylkill County. 34-year-old Eric Thomas was pulled over in Minersville for having a missing passenger side mirror. He was asked to step out of the vehicle while they verified his information. They discovered a package containing 13 small bags of crack cocaine inside of the vehicle. Thomas fled on foot when officers attempted to take him into custody and allegedly punched and elbowed an officer in the head in the Miners Plaza parking lot. He was charged with aggravated assault, resisting arrest, possession with intent to deliver a controlled substance, disorderly conduct, and several traffic offenses. Attorney General Josh Shapiro released a special report on student mental health from data and tips received through the state's anonymous reporting system for schools, students, and community members. Since launching in 2019, Safe to Say Something PA received more than 80,000 tips from students across the Commonwealth, 72.9% of which focused on bullying, suicide and self-harm, mental illness, or discrimination and harassment. The report acknowledges the increased pressure students face today compared to previous generations, ranging from youth gun violence to bullying and isolation on social media. The report also cites long-standing data trends, showing that the presence of a school counselor reduces instances of disciplinary action, increases academic performance, and improves attendance. Work zone safety's been a reoccurring issue throughout the Commonwealth. Wyln's Mackenzie Ocker explains.
PennDOT, Pennsylvania State Police, the Pennsylvania Turnpike Commission, and Associated Pennsylvania Constructors have come together before the start of National Work Zone Awareness Week that runs April 11th to the 15th. The week touches upon the importance of safe driving through work zones.
We are beginning another construction season, and while that means orange barrels, it also means improved roads and bridges. But construction season also too often means hazards for the men and women who are delivering these benefits.
PennDOT data from 2021 has shown there were 1,617 work zone crashes, causing 15 fatalities, as PennDOT has lost 90 workers since 1970 and the PA Turnpike has lost 45 since 1940. They would like the number of lost workers to be zero, and to make that happen, they recently have installed cameras in work zones to catch those disobeying the law.
Since March 2020, PennDOT and the Pennsylvania Turnpike Commission deployed mobile speed enforcement units, pairing cameras with speed timing devices in selected work zone statewide. The cameras take photos of license plates of any vehicle exceeding the work zone speed limit by 11 miles more per hour when workers are present.
During 2021, PSP has contributed to 101 projects for work activities where current enforcement has been shown to be the most effective. Present and automated enforcement together has produced many benefits in Pennsylvania work zones, but there is a more important takeaway.
Whether they are PennDOT's workers or workers employed by construction companies or traffic control companies, everyone deserves to get home safely. Please slow down and pay attention while driving, especially in work zones where roadway conditions can change on a daily basis.
Construction workers are out on the road 24/7 to make sure roadways and bridges are safe and accessible for motorists to drive on. Associate of Pennsylvania Constructors Executive Vice President Robert Latham gives a perspective in his remarks about work zone safety.
If you've ever had to run out of gas or had a flat tire and had to pull over on the interstate and see and experience what it's like to be by the side of the road. People that work on roads, whether they work for the department, the Turnpike Commission, or private companies, work under those conditions for 8 hours a day. So we're asking everybody, please think about them, drive like it says here, drive like this is your office, and please slow down. We're happy to be here to support National Work Zone Safety Awareness Week.
As you are driving to your destination, remember to be mindful of construction workers out on the road. Reporting for Wyln News, I'm Mackenzie Ocker.
Thanks, Mackenzie. Coming up on Wyln News, HCA grants and Geisinger's latest visitation policy changes, plus PennDOT's hiring for the summer. But first, we'll take a look at our 5-day forecast brought to you by the Wyln Weather Kids. We'll be right back.
I'm 5 years old. It's kind of partly cloudy.
want your child to be our WYLN Weather Kid. Your child can be our feature weather reporter of the day on WYLN News and WYLN social media posts, just by using your smartphone or any video recording device. It's easy. All ages are welcome, from toddlers to teens. To find out how, go to the weather section of WYLNTV.com or look for our post about it on the WYLN News Facebook page. Submit your Weather Kid video today.
You always get a feel-good shopping experience at Grand Central in Hazleton.
Have you ever experienced that super pushy salesperson who follows you all around? Not here.
Or wandered around that big box store looking for help in the appliance department, only to find the pink guy? Not here.
And we have an experienced, courteous sales staff here to help you find the perfect mattress, piece of furniture, or appliance with no pressure.
And don't forget, everyday low prices.
You always get a feel-good shopping experience at Grand Central in Hazleton.
Heisler's Cloverleaf Dairy is now open at 743 Catawissa Road in Tamaqua. Stop by the Dairy Bar, try over 33 flavors of homemade ice cream still made on the premises, and a full menu of hot food made to order. Have some fun at their driving range, or play mini golf on their 2 18-hole mini golf courses. Heisler's Cloverleaf Dairy, celebrating 65 years. Same great taste, same great location, same great memories to be made.
Do you like craft beer? Do you want to learn the right way to sample wine? How about checking out a restaurant with a unique flavor or a crazy food challenge? These are just some of the things we are featuring on Wine, Hops, and Road Stops. So, spend some time learning about great wine, great beer, and great food on WYLN TV 35.
Emergency grants of up to $2,500 are available for local water and sewer customers who have fallen behind paying their bills. The Greater Hazleton Joint Sewer Authority and Hazleton City Authority are encouraging customers who meet income guidelines to apply for grants through the federally funded Low-Income Household Water Assistance Program. The temporary federal program helps eligible households pay drinking water and wastewater bills, and makes crisis grants available to households that have accounts in arrears, have received termination notices, or had drinking or wastewater services terminated. Eligibility requirements and applications are available in both English and Spanish online at ghjsa.org and hcawater.org. With the decrease in COVID case counts, Geisinger eased up on some of its visitation policies. Geisinger removed the limit on the number of total visitors a hospitalized adult patient can have. However, only 2 may visit at a time. Emergency room patients may also have 2 visitors for the duration of their stay. Patients having a baby, as well as patients under 18, are allowed a total of 4 designated visitors, with only 2 visiting at a time. The visitor must be designated and wear a wristband the entire time the patient's hospitalized. Visiting hours for adult inpatients are between 9 a.m. and 6 p.m., but patients having a baby or pediatric patients can have visitors 24/7. Keep your mask on regardless of your vaccination status, and visit geisinger.org/coronavirus for more information. Need an entry-level summer job? Well, PennDOT's looking to hire at least 200 employees to work in our area from April to October. Over the next 6 months, PennDOT hopes to get work done on every state road and is looking for inspectors, technicians, maintenance workers, and custodians. All positions start at over $15 an hour, while some pay more than $20. PennDOT's also looking for college interns to join their team this summer. Be sure to check out their website for all the details. Coming up on Dallas's News Choice, we take a trip down to the SPCA of Luzerne County and Community and You, plus Leading the Way, Part 4. And stay with us for everything else we have lined up for you tonight, later on WYLN TV.
If you want a great job, come to the Poconos.
Check it out. The Poconos has great jobs available right now.
And for many positions, you don't need prior experience. How cool is that?
You can do hotel registration, cashier, dining service, or even a lifeguard.
You can make a career for yourself in the hospitality industry here in the Poconos.
Jobs are available now. Go to PoconoMountains.com/jobs.
Something is out there. What it is, no one knows. However, since its first sighting, there have been numerous reports of strange lights in the night sky. Some say they are extraterrestrials, flying saucers. But to all of those seemingly unrelated uncertainties, there is one common thread.
Solo Spacemen on WYLN TV 35. Thursdays at 1:30, Saturdays at 4, Sundays at 9.
Penn State Hazleton is improving the lives of others, starting in our community.
Providing degrees that meet the needs of the area.
Fueling entrepreneurship and contributing more than $36 million annually to the state's economy.
Researching the health of our local ecosystem on the Susquehanna River.
Together, our impact keeps growing, backed by the strength of 24 campuses and 700,000 alumni.
When emergency strikes, trust your care to the all-new ER at Lehigh Valley Hospital Hazleton. With a facility that's now twice the size. Experienced nurses who see you right away. A quick assessment process makes sure you get the care you need. Advanced technology on site. Safe, private treatment rooms, and a peace of mind that only this level of care can bring. When it matters most, trust your partner in emergency care. Lehigh Valley Hospital Hazleton.
Come shoot at Whitetail Preserve 118 Boulevard Road in Bloomsburg. Their skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicap accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-384-2314 or 570-790-8969.
How you doing, everybody? This is Ricardo Santos from J Zapata. You remember this old monster? Well, we're moving into a building. It's a big restaurant. Come and check us out. This is what we had on our menu. Regular burrito. We have the taco americano. Let's go with the Mexicans. They don't have a sombrero, but there you go. Corn tortilla, gluten-free. This is the birria tacos, enchiladas, nachos, flan, 3 leches. That is right. Come at 620 Hillside Drive, grand opening for J Zapata Mexican Restaurant. Whoop, whoop.
WYLN programming is online all the time. Visit our website at WYLNTV.com to check out archive shows and a live stream of our broadcasts. And don't forget to visit all of our social media pages for breaking news, weather, and sports. You can also head directly to our YouTube page for all our programming at youtube.com/WYLNTV35. Subscribe and ring that bell so you get notified every time there's a new show available online.
If you've been thinking about bringing a furry feline friend into your home, then you may want to consider adopting one from the SPCA of Luzerne County. And manager Anita Ranieri has the rundown on the adoption process.
They could either A, come in the hours we're open and they're on our website, or they can go on our website and fill out an application. So they could either do it here or on our website and do the application. It takes a little time to process. Then we would contact them and schedule an appointment for them to come in. And then they could select the animal. We could take it out of the cage for them, and then if they fall in love, cats to adopt. If they have a rabies shot, it's $70. If they are without a rabies shot, it's $65.
Applicants must also provide a valid ID, verification of home ownership, or a letter of permission from their landlord, along with veterinary records. The public could also stop by the shelter during normal business hours to take a look at what could be their new potential best buddy.
So anybody who's driving by during the hours that we're open for the public, they can come in and they can view our animals. However, we're not going to remove any of the animals out of the cage. Everything right now is done by appointment. So they can fill out the application when they're here. We'll process it. It might be a day or two, and then we would call them also for an appointment to come back in.
Donations are also accepted to help out the pets and for programs like the SPCA's Trap, Neuter, and Release.
So if people want to donate to the TNR program, they would specifically send in a check or come in to the front of the shelter on the hours that we're open, and all they have to do is mention that they want to donate to the TNR program. It helps offset our costs, where that helps us out with spaying and neutering, buying the equipment that is necessary for TNR. As you know, traps aren't cheap, so we do need more of those always, so we can drop more in areas and do massive amounts. Just deterrents, buying deterrents, and hopefully handing them to people that need them.
And remember that adopting a cat or other animal requires a commitment. It's also important to prepare your home by setting up a sleeping and eating area, buying plenty of pet supplies, and pet-proofing your home in order to keep your animal safe. For more information or to view pets up for adoption, visit spcaluzernecounty.org or call 570-825-4111.
If you're looking for an affordable pre-owned car or truck, Chura's Auto Sales has a great lineup of clean, dependable, and quality vehicles. Stop in 610 Broad Street, West Hazleton, 570-454-7229.
When you see news happening in your neighborhood, call WYLN News at 570-459-1869 or email us at news@wylntv.com or send us a message on social media through Facebook. WYLN, we're your local network.
Abby is still perfecting her sidekick, and her jab is just for show. But for Abby, this is a remarkable day, because Abby recently defeated a real foe, cancer, when she partnered with Lehigh Valley Riley Children's Hospital, a children's hospital close to home with more than 30 pediatric specialties. Take a bow, Abby. You deserve it. Lehigh Valley Riley Children's Hospital. Your health deserves a partner.
Hi everybody, this week on Let's Talk Chiropractic, Dr. John's going to be solo, talking about how we do CDL exams, truck exams in the office. So if you need a CDL exam, tune in.
PPW Nation, get ready for the best of PPW Season 2. Join Paul Bowe, E. Julius Kuiper, Alexander Bravado, Tom Mitchell, and Alex Watt as we take you down memory lane and relive some of the best PPW matches of all time. Saturdays at 5 p.m., Sundays at 10 p.m., only on WYLN.
Like and follow WYLN News on Facebook for the midday WYLN News update, posted between noon and 2 p.m. Powered by Lehigh Valley Hospital Hazleton, the all-new emergency room at Lehigh Valley Hospital Hazleton is nearly double the size. Our updated facility features all private rooms, the latest technology, and a quicker, easier check-in process. Lehigh Valley Hospital Hazleton, your partner in ER care.
WYLN CA35's children's programming is designed with the specific purpose of serving the educational and informational needs of children. In compliance with FCC guidelines, a copy of the Children's Programming Report is on file for public inspection at 647 State Route 93, Sugarloaf, Pennsylvania 18249 during regular business hours. To view the report online, visit fcc.org.
WYLN is going behind the scenes to learn more about the lives and goals of our local leaders. So, Paul D'Angelo is leading the way again into part 4 of this week's series.
And welcome back, folks, to Leading the Way. We are joined this week by Paul D'Angelo, CEO of Mission Autism Clinics. Now, like we said earlier, it's Autism Awareness Month in April, so I hope it's not too big of a question to ask. What does Autism Awareness Month mean for both you and for, MAC?
Yeah, this Autism Awareness Month is really big in the community that we work in, and what Autism Awareness Month is to me personally is really getting that breakdown of the stigma that may come with some folks in hearing that word autism. When we were growing up, years ago, there was some negative things around the word autism, and we've really come to working with the autism community on embracing it, and what the therapy we provide has shown the success in having children with autism live a great independent life. So bringing that awareness to folks that may not understand what it is critical in making the journey for the child even more successful. When they also have, when they have the challenges that they deal with, not only internally but the external factors have a major impact on them. So not only working with the child, it's working with the community to accept it more, understand it more, educate them more on what it is even just another component of making the most successful outcome for the child. So we are very big supporters of Autism Awareness Month. We do a lot at our facilities for it. I know our staff and our team and our partners are very passionate about it. So we're really embracing the month. We're working with some of our partners in the community like SAFE, and continuing to build that awareness, education of the community on autism and what we do for the autism community.
And that'll lead us into next segment, part 5, as we continue to look into the future for MAC and the future coming up. So thank you, and please join us tomorrow as we go into our final segment. Have a good night.
And aside from this quick birthday shout out to our very own Ryan Osachi, that's the news. Remember, the source matters now more than ever. Catch all the latest on our Facebook page, YouTube page, or at WYLNTV.com. Stay with us. A look at today's weather is next, right here on WYLN TV.